Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present Roosevelt with the third place trophy. Congratulations.
Good early morning, Gray Wolf fans. Current time 9:34 Mountain Standard Time here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as we get ready for a championship matchup. Maybe an unexpected championship matchup, as our Garfield Lady Gray Wolves are the number 4 seed with an upset win on Thursday night over the Taft Trojans in their own gymnasium. A defensive battle, final that was 18-13. Doesn't matter how many points you score, as long as you score more than the other team, and that's exactly what our Gray Wolves did the other night. Shutting down the offense of the Trojans and earning themselves a trip to the championship game right here, right now. We are at Manzano High School in the foothills of the beautiful Sandia Mountains here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Gray Wolves are going to face off against the number 2 seed, Taylor Thunderbirds. Taylor Thunderbirds only have 1 loss on the season. Their loss came against the Taft Trojans early in the season. That gave them the number 2 seed. These teams have met a couple of times previously. Once in basketball.
For those of you just joining, the concession stand is open and they are serving breakfast burritos.
The basketball matchup earlier in the season, in the regular season, was a Taylor victory, 35-22 over our Lady Gray Wolves. These teams have a history of tough competition in previous years, whether it's volleyball or basketball. Some of these ladies might be familiar with each other as they faced off in a championship game in volleyball back in October, in which the volleyball match went to 3 sets and a Taylor victory. These Gray Wolves are looking to get that back and maybe walk away with a championship victory today. Go home with a first place trophy instead of a second place trophy. Our Gray Wolves are going to be in a road purple as they're the lower seed here today, the number 4 seed as mentioned. Taylor Thunderbirds, the higher seed. They're the number 2 seed in this tournament after a victory over a pretty decisive victory over Roosevelt Middle School on Thursday night. And we are just about to get underway here, folks. 9:37. Supposed to tip at 9:15. First game early today saw Roosevelt victory. You may have heard that a few moments ago. And a 3rd place game over Taft Middle School. And ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Gray will start off with the ball. That's Carmen Marquez taking it right away. Marquez finds Macklin. Macklin's going to work her way in to about a 14-foot jump shot. Can't knock that one down. High school basketball floor. Might see some more altered shots and missed shots here today, as the size of the floor could play a factor in this one. About 10 extra feet in length on a basketball floor compared to the floor that these girls are used to playing on in middle school. Good near steal by Macklin. Hands in there for the Gray Wolves. Can't keep their hands on that one. Marquez down to the floor. Macklin come away with it. Macklin's going to get fouled there. That foul goes against number 34, Casey Chapman. Macklin up it, catches that one at half court. Macklin's going to find her way up the floor. Look for Marquez. Marquez going to be pounded on the right side. Bella Lerma short on that baseline jumper. That shot she loves to take. Gets many opportunities there. About 12 feet out from the basket, you'll see Lerma, number 11, take that shot all day long, all morning long, we should mention, as it's about 9:40 here local time. Kalisha Kiamasi off the backboard. Number 34, Casey Chapman, who had that previous foul on the last trip down the floor, takes the ball up. Number 15, Lily Roybal. Number 25 with the shot, Samantha Tafoya. She's going to find herself not getting to the free throw line, but that foul is going to go against Irea Macklin, her first of the morning. Unfortunately, aggressive player, first-year basketball player, never played basketball in her life. Physical and aggressive. Gets a lot of fouls there, Irea Macklin does. Look at Carmen Marquez find her all the way up the floor. Get her all 80 feet of this basketball floor. Get fouled. Left-handed right there. Not one of those things you see too often out of middle school basketball players. Carmen Marquez, talented young player. And that foul goes against number 13, Monette Fisher-Cordova. The second foul for the Thunderbirds. Marquez, a little too hard on that attempt. Marquez, above average free throw shooter. Gonna fix this second one. There it is. So I'll take a little extra step back on the free throw line, and we have scoring started now here, folks. Thunderbirds look to answer. Macklin there to break up the offensive set. There she is again, aggressive. Macklin gives it up to Kiamasi. Kiamasi right-handed dribble. She'll pull out on the right side. Across the way to Marquez. Marquez, once again, left-handed, finds her way to the basket. Marquez is not afraid. She is a leader on this basketball team. Not a high scorer on most days. She is not afraid to go to the basket and work her way to the free throw line. Her second trip now. Third attempt for her, a little short there. 1 for 3 so far. And if she can work her way to the free throw line, this is a good opportunity for the Grey Wolves to come away with a victory. Second one, can't get the roll on the new basketball floor, basketball rims these girls aren't used to quite playing at. Baseline jumper for number 13, Monet Fisher-Cordova. She's going to find her way to the free throw line after a foul by number 11, Isabella Lerma. First trip to the free throw line for the Thunderbirds this morning. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. First free throw, not good. Had 4 attempts here this morning combined from both teams, and only 1 make. Playing on a bigger floor, bigger gymnasium, definitely a ring some bells and rattle some brains for these players. As expected, missed shots. Monet Fisher-Cordova misses both of her free throw attempts. Back to Fisher-Cordova. Another shot attempt, too hard on that one. Samantha Tafoya there, too hard. Another offensive rebound. That's number 14, Sarah Cook, getting the scoring started for the Thunderbirds. Now Thunderbirds up 2-1. Up to Kiamasi. Kiamasi too hard off the backboard. That is an opportunity missed right there, as Marquez had a great job. Look at Marquez getting back and altering that shot. Fisher-Cordova there to pick up the rebound. Tafoya behind the head of Chapman. Can't quite reel that one in. And Grey Wolves will take over. Now, Ruiz Garcia to throw in. Another first-year basketball player, number 25 there, Diana Ruiz Garcia. Great volleyball player. Watch for her name to show up in a high school volleyball match in the next few years. Another foul here. That foul is going to be against Isaiah Macklin, her second. The aggressiveness of Macklin. Chapman at the line for the Thunderbirds. First attempt is a miss there. Three minutes left in this first quarter. Checking into the game, Amira Motley, 7th grader for these Grey Wolves. As Isaiah Macklin's gonna have to take a seat. She's already got 2 fouls, an aggressive player. One that the Grey Wolves wish to keep on the floor. Marquez works her way up the floor. Marquez gonna eye up a 3-pointer. Shot she's not afraid to take. Doesn't matter far, close. Pretty shot there from Marquez. Couldn't quite connect on the high school basketball floor. Jackie Zaragoza checked into the game as well and actually broke up that pass. Great defense by Zaragoza, a 7th grader. Again, a first-year player for these Grey Wolves. Coaching staff for the Grey Wolves have had to really work with a lot of new players here this season. Unfortunately, Amira Motley, 7th grader who did play last year, couldn't quite stop her feet on that one. It's called for the traveling violation, an issue we saw a lot on Thursday night when these Grey Wolves beat the Taft Trojans, their North Valley rivalry. Samantha Tafoya too hard off the backboard. Chapman with a big rebound there. Chapman might not be the tallest player on the floor, but she certainly is an aggressive one underneath the basket. She's not afraid of the height that the Grey Wolves put around her. Chapman, no. Inbound to Roybal there. Over to Fisher, Cordova. Cordova looking. Zaragoza tips it away. Knocks it into the backcourt. That's Diana Ruiz Garcia on the floor. Another player for the Grey Wolves. Not afraid to hustle, get dirty, dive, get bruised. She's got some tape on her finger from a previous injury this year. Fisher, Cordova, 3-point attempt. Cordova, no good. Too short on that one. Zaragoza, a couple dribbles up the floor to Lerma. Isabella Lerma. High dribble there, not called. Can't quite handle it. She gets that one knocked away. Lerma looks to get to that baseline for a 12-foot jump shot. We have a timeout here, folks. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in this championship matchup. In the first quarter, excuse me. 30-second timeout. Inbounds pass there, taken away by the Grey Wolves. None other than Marquez working her way to the basket. Can't connect on that layup. Samantha Tafoya up the left side. Another left-handed dribble. Tafoya looks to give it up to Chapman. She can't control. Ruiz Garcia finds it in her hands. Back to Marquez to slow things down. Marquez up the left side. Here she comes, crossing midcourt. Ruiz Garcia can't find anything. Keeps dribbling. Picks up her dribble. Back to Marquez. Drilled in there. Fisher, Cordova can't connect on her. Shot from the right block. Full court press coming here from the Thunderbirds. Looks like it's going to be a man press. Coach Malone not liking what he's seeing from that. set there. He's going to call a timeout and reset things as Taylor Thunderbirds threw a new look at the Grey Wolves on that attempt. 30-second timeout here. One minute, 22 seconds left. That pass taken away by Roy Ball of the Thunderbirds. And we're going to have another foul here this morning. So it looks like it's going to be against number 31, Jackie Zaragoza. Her first of the morning. 15, Roy Ball with an opportunity right there. Excuse me, that's number 5 with that opportunity. Isabella Navarez hasn't said that name yet this morning. Couldn't connect on that one. Offensive rebounds for the Thunderbirds. Not one of those things that you see very often against this Grey Wolf team, as you're starting to see another offensive rebound. Zaragoza there to disrupt that shot. Unfortunately, it's going to result in a second foul for her. And a trip back to the free throw line for number 15. Trip back to the line for the Thunderbirds. Can't quite tell who this is at the free throw line. If it's Fisher Cordova, Lily Royaball. That was Cordova, Fisher Cordova, who's been to the free throw line twice now this morning. 1 for 4 from the free throw line is Cordova. Knocks down her second attempt on that. There, Samantha Tafoya with a too easy of a shot for Tafoya. 3 back-to-back buckets. Points, for the Thunderbirds. Here's Tafoya again. Mid-range jump shot can't go. Kalisha Kiamasi can't quite hold on to that height of Kiamasi. Right there. Traveling violation there against the Grey Wolves, the 6th grader, Felina Sandoval, number 20 there. Checking back into the game is going to be Carmen Marquez. Looks like Isabel Lerma is going to take a seat. Chapman can't connect on that one. Gets her on offensive rebound. Folks, this is not the way the Lady Grey Wolves wanted to start this morning, but that foul is going to go against number 24, Carmen Marquez, her first of the morning. And already six fouls for the Grey Wolves. Chapman back to the line for 2 attempts. Her third free throw attempt of the morning. Foul does go down. Hit the second one, Chapman does. Chapman here again takes the ball away in the backcourt of the Grey Wolves. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Grey Wolves with the ball. Diana Ruiz up ahead. Tries to get that with Fisher Cordova with a 3-point attempt with 20 seconds left. Tafoya just to make a pass under the basket, knocked away by the Grey Wolves. And the Thunderbirds will retain possession. Another one-handed pass there by Ruiz Garcia, taken away by Tafoya. And That's going to be the second foul on Marquez as the fouls have racked up quickly here in the first quarter for the Gray Wolves. And if my book is correct, I've got 7 fouls, but the scoreboard in the gym says 6 fouls, so we're not going to do one-on-one shooting quite yet. As a shot attempt there from Navarez. Gianna C to Marquez, 2 seconds, 1 second, across half court, and that horde will end the first quarter as the Gray Wolves are down after the first quarter, 6-1, and in early foul trouble. Now the coaching staff of the Gray Wolves going to have some words here at the end of the first quarter. We'll get back to action with the second quarter after this. Second quarter underway here at Monzano High School. Championship matchup. The Gray Wolves are down 6-1. Dealing with some foul trouble after quarter number 1, 35. Alana Martinez hits the three-point basket, as she does so often for this Thunderbird team. One of the players that Gray Wolves scouted and noticed that she is not afraid to shoot, and she got baskets there for Thunderbirds. Knocked out of bounds. Gray Wolves will take over possession here. Looks like we have a 30-second timeout called by the Thunderbirds. Five minutes, 23 seconds left in in the first half, of this championship matchup between the number 4 seed Garfield Gray Wolves and the number 2 seed Taylor Thunderbirds. Ruiz Garcia with a deep three-point attempt. Alicia Kiana C with the rebound, unfortunately taken away by Thunderbirds, and Samantha Tafoya up the left side of the floor. Left-hand dribble by Tafoya is going to earn her way to the basket, and 2 more points for Chapman as she has 3 on the morning. Actually hit a free throw. 1 of 4 for Chapman. Excuse me, that was Tafoya with that basket, not Chapman. And Tafoya has 4 points on the morning with 2 baskets. Number 5, Isabella Navarez with a deep three-point attempt. Can't quite get there. Nearly saved by purple jersey of Isabella Lerma. Unfortunately out of bounds, and Thunderbirds will take over possession. Defense leaves number 35, Alana Martinez, wide open for her second three-pointer of the morning. And another takeaway by the Thunderbirds, and there was a pull down there that is not going to get called. Although the ball was out of bounds, that would be a technical, as the whistle stopped the ball as it went out of bounds. But number 35, Alana Martinez, pulled her down. Although it might be incidental, most certainly would have been a technical foul. Unfortunately, the referees are not going to call it. They will call that one a backcourt violation as Fisher Cordova first touched the ball in their front court. Ran across the half line, giving the ball back to the Grey Wolves. And number 24, Carmen Marquez for the Grey Wolves, looks to be shaken up a little bit after that contact on the other end of the floor. Isabel Lerma works her way to the basket. Nice high bank shot for Isabel Lerma to get the scoring. The first field goal for the Grey Wolves here. 2 minutes gone in the second quarter. Another three-point attempt. Alana Martinez on fire with 3 straight three-point baskets. She is a shooter for these Thunderbirds. And a takeaway by Fisher Cordova, knocked away by the hustle of Ruiz Garcia. And the Thunderbirds, with the hot hand of Martinez, have extended the lead here in this championship game. There we see a defensive switch as Ruiz Garcia there on Martinez. Not going to allow her to get these shots off anymore, as she has shown her ability here this morning. High school gymnasium, three-point line, still the same distance, and Navarez knocking down Fisher Cordova there with her first field goal of the morning, a 2-point basket. Has 3 on the morning. She hit a free throw earlier in the morning. Extends the lead. Extends the lead for the Thunderbirds. And after battle on the floor, Grey Wolves had possession just long enough for Coach Malone, fifth-year head coach of these Grey Wolves, calls a timeout with 3 minutes left in the second quarter of this championship matchup. Full court man pressure coming from the Thunderbirds. In a 19-3 lead. Thunderbirds get a turnover, get a takeaway on that full court pressure. Circus shot there by Navarez, can't quite connect. Knocked out of bounds just in front of the Thunderbird bench. Give possession to the Grey Wolves. Full court man pressure continues from the Thunderbirds. Inbounds play to Isabel Lerma. Isabel Lerma is going to work her way on the left side of the basket. Can't quite connect on that one. Kiama C battling underneath there. Tafoya there to give her run for her money. Tafoya might not have the height, but most certainly has the ability to compete with Kiama C. As Tafoya called for a carrying violation there. Grey Wolves. Inbounds in the backcourt to Marquez. Had to go find that one. Marquez hustles up the floor. Left side, around her defender. Crossover dribble right to the middle of the lane. Carmen Marquez. Nice shot by Carmen Marquez. Finds her way Says, I'll get this done myself here this morning. Get the scoring back underway for the Grey Wolves. That was a much too easy basket for Olivia Villarreal. A 2-point basket for Villarreal. And those are not the baskets that the Grey Wolves won't give up. And quick takeaway from Navarez as Kiamasi was unaware of the pressure on her heels. Tafoya, left side. Fisher, Cordova into the lane. Cordova to push the shot up. Tafoya there boxing out the height of Kiamasi. Kiamasi back to Marquez. Marquez, pressure from no call there. There was a lot of contact, a little extra elbow. Maybe that's just the angle that we have here in our elevated booth this morning. The referee let it play on. Grey Wolves basketball here at the half court. Isabella Lerma cuts away from her defender. Nice mid-range jump shot from Lerma. Can't connect on that 10-foot jump shot. Shot that she is very comfortable taking and normally makes. The hustle and play of the Thunderbirds here to get the floor quickly results in a travel violation and ball back to the Grey Wolves. Marquez looking like she needs a little bit of a break. She's over. Quick takeaway from Navarez and it works her way. Big hard foul from Motley. Carmen Marquez hurting for the Grey Wolves. Marquez bent over at the waist. One of those hustle players. She is gassed this morning. Needs a quick break. Get the girl some water. Get her a break here as Navarez is at the free throw line. Can't knock the first attempt down. Amir Motley, number 23, has her first foul. Checking into the game for the Grey Wolves. Back into the game is number 31, Jackie Zaragoza. And making her first trip onto this floor here this morning, number 34, Nevaeh Espinoza. Player that has joined the Grey Wolves this year. First time playing organized basketball is Nevaeh Espinoza. And she has been a great member of this team. Very coachable player. Come in a long way, not knowing any of these teammates. Working her way onto this roster this year. Quick takeaway there from Roybal as the hustle plays of the Thunderbirds leads to another basket. That's a 3-point basket. Isabella Navarez, now a 24-5 lead for the Thunderbirds, and they will continue the full court pressure in a 19-point lead. There's a foul there against Navarez, her first of the morning, and the fourth foul for these Thunderbirds. As they are a well-oiled machine, as we acknowledged earlier in the year. Knocked out of bounds there by Navarez. Ball back to the Grey Wolves. The experience of these Thunderbirds certainly giving the Grey Wolves a run for their money, as many of the players for these Thunderbirds are experienced through a year of APS basketball, as well as through their club teams that they are part of. As referees confer on the foul, and that's going to go against, looks like number 34, it is, Nevaeh Espinoza, first-year player for the Grey Wolves, an 8th grader, one of the many 8th graders that this Grey Wolves team have. And at the line is number 32, can't connect on that one. That is Raylene Rodarte. This is her one and only attempt. Thunderbirds can't connect on that one. Up ahead to Lerma. The hustle play by Navarez. Quick takeaway. Lerma there to put pressure in the backcourt. Lerma, extra pressure in the backcourt. Excuse me for the camera operator here. Quick takeaway by Ruiz Garcia at the half line. Picks it up. Meeting her right there is Sarah Cook. Get her hands in there and create the alternating possession. Jump ball. Just 28 seconds remaining in the first half of this championship game. Gray Wolves will have a lot to talk about in the first half as their scoring has not worked out, and mistakes like that are things they would like to take away and clean up. Thunderbirds up the floor to Chapman. Chapman looks underneath to her teammate Rodarte. Thunderbirds contain. Navarez, another three-point attempt. Can't connect on that one. Passing and skill and ability of the Thunderbirds team. Looking to be a lot for the Gray Wolves to handle this Saturday morning here. Mid-range jump shot from Fisher Cordova. And a bad pass by Isabella Lerma is going to give the ball right back to the Thunderbirds with just 4 seconds left in the half. Prevent the basket here going into halftime. Don't want to give up a silly one or an easy basket. We will have a timeout by the Thunderbirds with just 4.3 seconds left. Look for Coach David Cordova to set something up. Look for a ball screen. Try to get maybe number 5 wide open. Maybe for a three-point attempt. As he's one of the hot she's one of the hot hands for this Thunderbird team. Ball's going to be taken out near the Gray Wolf bench. VAR's going to be the throw in here. Roy ball up top. Roy ball at the half line here for the Thunderbirds. Fisher Cordova, one dribble, three-point attempt from Fisher Cordova, nearly makes that one. That's another big offensive piece for the Thunderbirds. And going into halftime, Gray Wolves have a mountain to climb as we're in the foothills of the beautiful Sandia Mountains here at Manzano High School. Gray Wolves down 24-5 in a championship game. 1 minute left of this halftime of the championship game between the Garfield Grey Wolves, the number 4 seed, and the number 2 seed Taylor Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds being a team that everyone expected to be in this championship game this year, since they have a lot of experience through club, basketball, girls that have played a lot of basketball experience from these Thunderbirds. Grey Wolves, surprise trip here to the championship game. May have a mountain to climb here in the third quarter. First couple minutes are going to tell a big story here about the Grey Wolves, and if they hustle, if they woke up, if they get after the ball a little bit more, as in the first half. Definitely a little bit slower to get to the ball, slower bit of reaction as they come out into a 3-2 zone, it looks like, or 2-1-2 maybe from the Grey Wolves. Shot attempt there from the Thunderbirds. Picked up at the half court by number 15 Roy Ball, but that basket was number 5 Navarez, I believe. Another 3-point basket for these Thunderbirds. Excuse me, that last basket was by number 13, Monet Fisher Cordova. My score was quite far off here. At Manzano High School Gymnasium, as I fix the scoreboard on the screen there for us, it is 27-5. As the board in the gymnasium is accurate, and the scoreboard on the screen was incorrect for quite some time there. I apologize about that. Grey Wolves here, full court pressure from the Thunderbirds, knocked away, picked back up by Ruiz Garcia. Up ahead, nearly gets there to Kiama C, but none other than Lily Roybal to take away. Taken away by Irea Macklin, knocked to the floor, no whistle. Play continues. Fisher Cordova over to Roybal. Roybal, another 3-point attempt for the Thunderbirds, no good. Also play. Who's this one going to go to? Question a little back and forth there. That looks like it's going to go to Thunderbirds. 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Marquez there putting pressure on Fisher Cordova. Chapman, big move there from Chapman, getting around the long arms of Kiama C. And come away to Isabella Lerma. She's going to work her way up the floor. Guarded by Roybal. Baseline jumper there by Lerma, too hard. Kiama C there. Good rebound by Kiama C, and Casey Chapman will be whistled for her second foul of the day. Kiama C been quiet here this morning as the post players of the Thunderbirds have kept her quiet. Kiama C gets an opportunity here to go to the free throw line. Can't connect on the first one. Second attempt here. Can't quite connect on that one, as high school gymnasium floor might alter her shot just a little bit, as it has a tendency to do for these young players, not getting an opportunity to play on a high school floor too often. Fisher Cordova. 3-point shot attempt there from Cordova. Man defense coming from the Thunderbirds. To the Grey Wolves. Misdirection there by the Grey Wolves, or the refereeing staff here this morning. Called earlier game, doing a great job calling here this morning, keeping the game nice and competitive, and calling Garfield faithful here. Giving some cheers from the sidelines, from the bleachers rather. Early morning start for these Grey Wolves. So Still getting a solid amount of crowd out here. Traveled across town for this matchup. Grey Wolves trying to find something here. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. Ruiz Garcia can't quite connect with Marquez at the half line. She comes away with that after it's knocked away by Samantha Tafoya. A lot of contact there, no whistle. Play goes the other way. Roy ball pounded by Marquez, has to get rid of it. Fisher Cordova finds her way down. Might have been a block shot by Ruiz Garcia. Hustle play there from Ruiz Garcia, the volleyball player. Loves the defensive aspect of basketball. You saw that hustle there all through the shot of Roy ball in the paint. Baseball pass there by Ruiz Garcia is knocked down. By the athletic ability of Isabella Navarez, nonetheless. Marquez going to be the ball handler. Navarez there in the backcourt to put some extra pressure, full court pressure. Marquez gets her hand underneath the basketball and whistled for the carrying violation. Anytime your hand gets underneath the ball, anytime hand gets underneath the basketball, kind of looks like you hold it for a moment. Referees are going to call that. You'll kind of see this rotation of his hand in the call, and it's going to be a carrying violation, as they call it. Can't do that, folks. Going to give the ball back to the Thunderbirds. The athletic ability of Thunderbirds here on full display in a 22-point lead. As Fisher Cordova couldn't slow down there and shuffles her feet. Traveling violation there, too many steps. Grey Wolves basketball. Finds Jackie Zaragoza in the backcourt. Zaragoza, not a typical ball handler. Trouble there. Kiana going to rip one away and come away with it. Up to Motley. Motley with a three-point attempt, too short. Motley, a seventh grader there, number 23. Tafoya, pounded by Ruiz Garcia. Ruiz Garcia quickly there on Navarez out top. Great hustle there by Ruiz Garcia. Fisher, Cordova, three-point attempt. In and out there. Marquez up to Motley. Motley loses it. Zaragoza, first-year basketball player, going to battle one away. His hands are in there strong for the Thunderbirds. Going to go back to the Grey Wolves after Samantha Tafoya is whistled for that foul. Checking into the game for the Thunderbirds, number 42, Olivia Villarreal, who has 2 points in this championship game. Ruiz Garcia is going to be the ball handler now. That's kicked up ahead to Mir Motley. Motley, no good. Carmen Marquez there hustling, knock one away, not give the Thunderbirds anything. The frustration of Marquez mounting this morning. Full court press put on by the Grey Wolves, zone press specifically. A hot hand of number 35, Alana Martinez here. Pressure from the Grey Wolves. You can see all the extra pressure coming here in the third quarter from these Grey Wolves. A lot more movement in the half-court sets. On the defensive side of the ball for the Grey Wolves. First half, they looked a bit slow, lethargic, out-hustled by the Thunderbird team. Ruiz Garcia up ahead. Carmen Marquez saves it. And a back and forth moment there. He's going to give the ball to the Grey Wolves after some good hustle there by Marquez to get one underneath their own basket. Coach Malone's going to call a timeout, set something up for these young ladies to get a scoring opportunity as they have one of the rare ones here this morning. Get an opportunity to set up in the half court. Thunderbirds haven't given the Grey Wolves many opportunities to do such as they put on a full court press all morning long. Man defense. Man defense in the half court is rang the bell of the Lady Grey Wolves this morning, not giving many opportunity for the Grey Wolves to get shot attempts in the first half. Just 2 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter now. New offensive look here for the Grey Wolves. Marquez going to get an opportunity, three-point opportunity blocked on the baseline. Looked like it was knocked out of bounds by Ruiz Garcia. Thunderbirds basketball, the hustle play of the Thunderbirds to alter the shot of Marquez. A three-point opportunity there in the corner. Full court press, zone press from the Grey Wolves. Keeps it in the backcourt. Navarez has to pick the ball up. Marquez there. Great takeaway there by Marquez. One of the more physical players and the hustle players. See the bench and the Garfield crowd there in the background cheering that hustle play on. That opportunity right there gives the ball back to the Grey Wolves. As a foul was called there on Isabella Navarez, her second foul, and substitutions coming in for the Thunderbirds. That's going to be number 14, Sarah Cook, and number 25, Samantha Tafoya checking back into the game for the Thunderbirds. Ruiz Garcia to get inbounds to Motley. Motley back to Ruiz Garcia. Looking for some help. Knocked away. Pressure and hustle of the Thunderbirds. Double teaming the ball handler. Tafoya, triple team there. Baseline jumper from Fisher. Cordova can't connect. Kiamasi nearly comes away with one. Height can't quite connect. Sarah Cook, three-point attempt, no good. Offensive rebound, yet another one by the Thunderbirds, and another three-point attempt, and another offensive rebound for the Thunderbirds, given opportunity in the front court. Mira Motley limps off the floor. Mira Motley going to the bench. We're going to have a couple of substitutions as some confusion on the basketball floor. Checking into the game for the Garfield Grey Wolves to be Isabel Lerma, the 8th grade young lady, most improved player from last year to this year. And number 34, Nevaeh Espinoza, player new to this Grey Wolf program. Back onto the floor for the Lady Grey Wolves, down 22 in a championship game after an upset win on Thursday night over Taft Middle School. Grey Wolves earned their way to this game, and we're going to have Isabella Lerma come away with them. She's up the right side of the floor. Roy ball there to match her. Great shot attempt, way to get to the basket by Lerma. Didn't come away with a point, but a great opportunity there for the Grey Wolves as Chapman gets fouled on her trip to the basket. This foul going to be against number 31, Jackie Zaragoza, her third foul of this game. First foul for the Grey Wolves in this half after the fouls mounted up very quickly for the Grey Wolves. Chapman hits her first one, extends the lead for the Thunderbirds. 28-5 lead for the Thunderbirds. Grey Wolves come away with it. Difficult pass there by Zaragoza. Lerma came away with it, but unfortunately gave it up. Chapman finds her way back to the basket. And the height of Casey Chapman up and over top of Jackie Zaragoza, first-year basketball player playing for the Grey Wolves. Felina Sandoval has the ball on the right-hand side, 6th grader, new to the program as well. Felina Sandoval over to Isabel Lerma. Lerma with a baseline jumper, too hard for that one. Rebound Thunderbirds. Up ahead to Navarez. Navarez is going to hustle that one down. She's going to lay it up. Navarez now with 5 points in this game. Now 32-5. Sandoval, hustle play. Sandoval up ahead to Espinoza. Can't connect on that one. Chapman up the floor. Chapman can't Horn's going to go off before Chapman's shot. To end the third quarter, Thunderbirds have a dominating lead. As the Grey Wolves bench players look worn out heading into the fourth quarter. Scoreless third quarter for the Grey Wolves. 8 points in the third quarter for the Thunderbirds, extended their lead in this championship game. Now fourth quarter play. Marquez into Lerma, taken away by Fisher Cordova. Fisher Cordova trying to get to the left side of the floor. Passing ability by the Thunderbirds on full display. And Marquez couldn't do much on that one other than throw her hands and attempt to alter a shot. It's going to be a foul against Marquez. Scoreboard here in the gymnasium says this is our first. I have her third. Of course, the scoreboard's probably more accurate than I am at this point, but regardless. Number 32, Raylene Rodarte, is back at the free throw line, as she has made one trip today and missed her one opportunity. Now 0 for 2 from the line is Rodarte. Third attempt. Connects on that one. Extends the lead to 33 for these Thunderbirds. And we have a timeout here for the Grey Wolves. Coach Malone. 11 seconds into the fourth quarter. Difficult showing here for the Grey Wolves today. Not the way the Grey Wolves expected this morning to go, but they are certainly outmatched today. Hustle, the skill, the speed going in favor of the Thunderbirds. Credit to the Thunderbirds team is in the Taylor Middle School girls, as most certainly earning this victory this morning at Manzano High School, the site of the Albuquerque Public Schools Girls Middle School Basketball Tournament here for the 22-23 school year. 4 more games going on, as two third place games and 2 championship games still yet to go. New play here from the Grey Wolves, look to get the ball in, up the floor, nobody back there but Olivia Rael there to knock one away. Alyssa Platero, actually, that was it. Knocked it away at the half line as Carmen Marquez was in the Grey Wolves front court trying to pull one away on that new look from the Grey Wolves. Kalishi Kalmasi is going to pull one down. Up the floor, Marquez is asking for it. Grey Wolves can't get it there to her. Irea Macklin, another first-year basketball player here, back on the floor, earned her way onto the starting position for these Grey Wolves this year. Checking into the game for the Grey Wolves, going to be number 23, Amira Motley. Luis Garcia to check in. Thunderbirds finally pull back the full court press in a 28-point lead, and putting pressure on this entire matchup this morning. And Isabel Lerma's going to get a wide open three-point attempt. Thunderbirds pulling back into a 2-3 zone defense, staying back for the first time all morning, not allowing the Gray Wolves to get any kind of momentum. Now with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in this game, Thunderbirds going to sit in a 2-3 zone. First time we've seen them in the zone here today, as man defense has been the play of action for the Thunderbirds, and that pass, lazy pass there, seen easily by Martinez to knock it out of bounds. Luis Garcia, the inbounder. Lerma to the baseline, block shot by Platero. Ripped away by Motley, another very physical player, back on the floor after she went off with injury. Looks like that foul is going to go against number 14, Sarah Cook of the Thunderbirds. Fourth foul for the Thunderbirds. Gray Wolves cleaned up the foul situation that they've had in the first half. Hasn't quite altered the game in that much. No whistle there. They're going to call that a clean block. Marquez is going to pick it up before it crosses the half line. Marquez picks it up on her hip. Can't quite clean it up, and she shakes her head in approval, knowing that her feet went dancing there. Called for the travel. Gray Wolves down 33-5. Championship game. Difficult morning for the Gray Wolves. Carmen Marquez isn't giving up anytime soon as she hits the floor. Pulls one down. Alternating possession, jump ball. Back to the Thunderbirds. Marquez. Pressure on number 35. Elena Martinez with another three-point attempt. The Thunderbirds lose the ball to the Gray Wolves here. Amira Motley comes away with it. She's up the left side of the floor. Great left-handed dribble by Amira Motley. She picks up her dribble. Back to Marquez. Marquez knocked away. We got a foul there. Marquez is looking for the whistle. Got to play through the whistle here. The referee has a word with Carmen Marquez as she was fouled and asked for the call. Wound up getting the call there. They didn't like how there was a delayed whistle on that one. She's at the free throw line for 3 attempts. Not sure who that foul went again. Looks like it was number 14. Marquez hits her first one. I believe that foul was on Sarah Cook. Marquez now 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 2 more attempts come from Marquez. Can't hit the second one. First basket for the Gray Wolves since the second quarter. Marquez can't get the third one either. Offensive rebound, Kiana C. Kiana C doing work down underneath, as we are so used to her seeing and been held quiet today. Marquez there stopped the ball in the backcourt. That's a play of Marquez not helped to pull that one away. Isabel Lerma there fouled by number 14, Sarah Cook. I certainly see the tempers rising here this morning now in a game that was decided early on as the Thunderbirds went on an 18-4 run in the second quarter. Shot attempt there by Isabel Lerma, I believe, not going to go in. Dribbled out of bounds there by Raylene Rodarte. Most certainly play continues. Hustle. Gray Wolves not giving up quite yet. See, body's hitting the floor and solid defense. Lerma, baseline jumper. Can't connect on that one, just inside the three-point arc. Motley there, not take it away. Kalisha Kiamasi comes away with it. Kiamasi trying to get to the basket. Double teamed. Gets it on the rim. Not going to fall. Isabel Lerma to put pressure on the ball. These young ladies not giving up quite yet. Isabel Lerma's whistled for her second foul of the day. Sarah Cook inbounder. Over to Platero. And pressure. High pressure coming from the Grey Wolves. Up ahead to Carmen Marquez. Pulls one down. Can't quite connect. Isabel Lerma offensive rebound. Shot attempt there by Lerma. Marquez on the floor. Sarah Cook down there. Hands are inside there as Isabel Lerma. Lerma not typically one of the first players to get on the floor for these Grey Wolves, but here in a championship game, she's putting on a line. Nothing left after this matchup today, so no fear, no worries out of these girls going after every loose ball. Foul's going to be on number 40, Alyssa Platero, as she's a little too aggressive on her drive there. Line change for the Thunderbirds. Looks like starters are back on the floor one last time for the Thunderbirds. They're going to go back to the full court press. Surprising call, as the game is nearly in hand at this point, but Thunderbirds say if Grey Wolves are going to play, so are we. Marquez with the mid-range jump shot's not going to fall. Alicia Kiamasi slow to get back up the floor. Fisher Cordova into Tafoya. Cordova now a three-point attempt. No good. Great rebound by Tafoya. Double dribble there by Tafoya. She dribbled on the rebound and then picked it up. 5 fresh bodies now checking into the game for the Grey Wolves. Number 32, Irea Macklin, the only starter that's going to be on the floor now, but we do see Jackie Zaragoza on the back on the floor. Number 34, Nevaeh Espinoza. And 2 6th graders. We got 2 8th graders, 1 7th grader, and 2 6th graders. Felina Sandoval, one of the 6th graders, had the ball taken away there. Harley Sutton, number 1 on the floor for the first time this morning for the Grey Wolves, as Navarez finds her way to the hoop on that score. Ball handler, Felina Sandoval. Double call there, back to Irea Macklin. Macklin's going to pick one up over to Sandoval. Sandoval looking for help. Espinoza can't hold it. Navarez comes away with it. Navarez going to fly up the floor. Might have been a little drama on that attempt there. Nonetheless, going to result in the whistled call from our refereeing staff this morning, and that foul is going to go against number 32, Irea Macklin. Her 3rd foul this morning, and Navarez back to the free throw line. 0 for 2 so far. Short on that one. One player we haven't had a chance to talk about yet, as she's just now on the floor for the first time today, is Harley Sutton, number 1 of the Grey Wolves. The young players got a lot of opportunity for our B team this year. And that one all the way went in. Not going to count as she crossed the line. Navarez did. It's Harley Sutton started the year on our JV team, but earned her way onto this varsity roster. It's A-team roster. Has the ball there. Back to Macklin. Sutton has played volleyball for the Grey Wolves earlier this year. Now added basketball to her resume. Learned the game very, very quickly. As the coaches see great potential in her. Sutton's directed on the court. Tafoya with a 3-point attempt. Post player for Tafoya. Chapman there. Rebound. Chapman can't connect on that attempt. Refereeing staff is going to give this ball back to the Thunderbirds. Says it went off of a purple jersey there. Grey Wolf player. Tafoya, 3-point attempt. Smooth shot there by Tafoya, off the mark. Macklin finds her way up the left side of the floor. A couple left-hand dribbles by Macklin. Can't slow herself down as she went for the crossover there. And 5 fresh bodies back on the floor for the Thunderbirds. And it looks like now we have somewhat conceded this game with just 1 minute 19 seconds left in a championship game. Unexpected championship game, may I add, as the Gray Wolves, the number 4 seed in this tournament, have a surprising win over the Taylor Thunderbirds. The Taft Trojans on Thursday night earned their way to this game. Unfortunately, outmanned here this morning. Thunderbirds have 5 substituted players on the floor, bench players, typical bench players, and their starters. Remain in the full court press, though. No shortage of whistles. This game seems to nearly be wrapped up. Nobody's conceding quite yet. Jackie Zaragoza can't control that rebound. There, now she's got one. Felina Sandoval is going to come away with it. Sandoval off the right side of the floor, pounded by the hot hand of Elena Martinez. Sandoval is going to work her way to the floor. Great play by Sandoval, not being afraid to go towards the basket, draw the foul against Martinez, who hit 3 big 3-point baskets in the second quarter. Dominating second quarter, may I add, by the Thunderbirds. Scored 18 total points, 9 of those coming from Elena Martinez of the Thunderbirds, as Felina Sandoval earns her way into the scorer book. 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Say it when we can. 100% free throw shooter in this game is Felina Sandoval. Sandoval can't connect on the second one. Otero up the right side. "36 seconds remaining in this championship game. Gray Wolves look to be taking home another second place trophy. No championship trophy for this Gray Wolf program in over 7 years. As the opportunity was there for these young ladies. 2 championship games for some of these players between volleyball and basketball. Both championship matchups coming against the same Taylor Thunderbirds, and Taylor Thunderbirds going to walk away with another first place trophy this year, as they won the volleyball tournament earlier this school year. Going to have a second one here. Both times they were the number 2 seed. The Lady Gray Wolves being the number 4 seed this time, number 1 seed back in volleyball. Unfortunately, neither one are going to possess a championship trophy for the Gray Wolves. Much higher result or finish for these Gray Wolves than many people would have expected, as there's so many new players to this team. Only about 3 players on the whole entire program that have played any kind of organized basketball. That's Isabella Lerma, Carmen Marquez, Amaya Motley. There's everybody else on that. And those purple jerseys are brand new to basketball. Add Felicia Kiyama-C, 4 total players that have played basketball here before, as they drop a new funky play here. Trying to get a shot. Carmen Marquez. Help her out. Get her in the books. Another 3-point attempt for Marquez. Unusual play results. Marquez again. Marquez! Back-to-back 3-point baskets for the Gray Wolves. Not going to be enough this morning, but found the hot hand with 15 seconds left. Having some fun there at the end of the game as the game was conceded. Smile from Coach Malone. These young ladies have nothing to be upset about. You see the high fives going on around us and smiles for the Gray Wolves, as they know that was some entertainment there at the end of this game. Not the way they wanted it to end, as a loss. But nonetheless, a fantastic season by this inexperienced team. Come a long way from their first game against Wilson Middle School earlier in the year. It's going to result in a second place trophy from the Gray Wolves. No heads hung in this one. Congratulations to the Taylor Thunderbirds on a Another championship trophy this year. First place win for the Thunderbirds.
Please focus your attention to mid-court as we congratulate and honor the teams who finished.
We'll take a moment here, give some credit to the announcer in this place.
Again. Once teams have been presented with the trophy, you are welcome to join the athletes in the lobby to celebrate. Congratulations to the second place team from Taylor Middle School. I'm so sorry. It's going backwards. From Garfield, I'm so sorry. Garfield is in second place. Congratulations.
Some captains of that Grey team picking up the trophy. That's Isabella Lerma and Carmen Marquez. Celebration of the Thunderbirds here at mid-court. Congratulations to the Taylor Thunderbirds as they deserve that win in a dominating fashion for this Group 1 championship game. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Do this again next year as this concludes our 2022-2023 season. One more big congratulations to these Garfield Lady Grey Wolves on a fantastic season. Finished with a record of 6-4 and battled our way to a championship game. See the smiles here as we end our broadcast. Like, subscribe, the obligatory comments here on YouTube. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you next year.